Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more settlement survival in our town of Praetoria, which is growing rather nicely. A whole new district being set up down this way. We finally got our mulberry as well as some silk, so now we can start producing the highest quality bedding, clothing, and medical services in the land. Lots of things to look forward to here. However, we also discovered it's really quite difficult to take out the banditos. Turns out they have a lot of defensive archers of their own. So if I want to get rid of these guys, and I really do, I think there's a couple more things I need to get. We want to get ourselves the elite army camp technology so I can have elite shields and archers. That seems good. I'd also like to get myself the quality military tools, no, supplies, there we go. That's what I'm looking for here to get steel weapons. So 2 tech points is all I need to unlock the best stuff. That doesn't mean I have everything I need to produce the best stuff, but at least it is something. Livability drinks. What do you mean livability drinks? I need to have drink technology? Oh, for God's sake, you're kidding me. If I'm going to have the highest quality of soldiers, I'm going to need to be able to give them wine? What are we, French? It's ridiculous. Anyway, by the way, I want to apologize for the last video. I did not realize that apparently my recording software did not pick up any of the background sound, music, or anything, so it sounded strangely quiet. Turns out I got some new speakers and OBS did not know how to play with those. But we should be good now. Small hiccups. Thank you for your patience. How are we doing on our science, by the way? Still producing close to 100-some thousand or so science per institute per year. Do we even have a surplus of books? No. We are burning through books as fast as I am able to make them, which is good in the sense that I don't really have any reason to hold on to extra books, but I'm kind of surprised that with as many people working on book manufacturing as we have, we still can't seem to ever get like an actual surplus. We're still running out of things like paper and ink. I suppose that is where we could instead go ahead and turn to the power of bamboo, since we did unlock things from the Meow faction last time around. Actually, I want to unlock tofu in this video as well. I think that could be fun. From what we saw, tofu might be secretly overpowered as frick. So we're going to have to try this out, but maybe I go ahead and get myself some better paper mills with bamboo. We'll try it. Let's see how it compares to things like reeds. And actually, where do I even get bamboo? I bet you that's actually like at a forest farm, isn't it? Can we change that here? We can. 10 bamboo per grid. It takes a full year, huh? So more forest farms. Well, I don't really need more lumber. We can go ahead and swap this around. Go ahead and chop down all these trees in their prime. They didn't do anything wrong, but chop them down anyway. Make room for the bamboo. We also did get ourselves some new brick roads as options, which I should start placing pretty much everywhere. An extra like 25% movement speed is still good, all right? I don't care that it's not like a very sexy improvement and stuff like that. It's just outright good. Did we finish building our crematorium yet, by the way? We did indeed! Alright, it takes a fair bit of coal. But now when people die, we can simply burn their bodies and stop worrying about the cemetery. So happiness should now be consistently a little bit higher than it was before. Anyway, with our next tech points, I guess we'll go ahead and get the elite camps now. And what would it take for me to upgrade these? They cost building kits, steel tools, and bricks. No problem. We actually have all of that. Question, does this automatically disband my units? No, it does not appear to. I guess we could disband. Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know where they go exactly, though. I don't know if they go back to my barracks or not. They do. All right, good. I was a little concerned for a moment that if we were to disband my units, they would automatically just be like, you know what? Forget the military life. I don't like this anymore. And they'd be gone. Then I'd have to go through the process of training all of them again. And I do have to train some, but it looks like as long as you have capacity allowed in your barracks, they just go right back there. Good. Now, one important question. If I were to form an army... Ooh, okay. Forming armies, now I see why we need drinks as an option. If we want to form an elite archery group, I need higher quality stuff. I need bandages, lanterns, and beer. Beer, huh? Beer not made at a brewery, by the way. Made at a good old-fashioned winery. So this explains why I need to have drinks. Okay, remind me where I get bandages. The pharmacy. I don't have that yet. The lanterns I can do, but the rest, not so much. So actually, not only do I need to get drinks, I also need to get this pharmacy over here. Which also means that I need to get cotton, don't I? Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. Okay. Right, how much does... How much does the cotton seed freaking cost me? It's gonna cost me only 7,000. Okay, I was afraid this was about to get a lot worse. It's like, if this is another 40,000 silver seed, I swear to God. Ooh, and I did build a bunch more edict dispersal areas, and now my Palace of Justice has a lot of points to work with. Well, that's very good. Maybe it's not a terrible time to go for some massive upgrades to our houses. I think yes. If I want to upgrade everything to luxury villas, it's now a little bit cheaper, which is especially impactful when you have building kits. All right, drinks, huh? Drinks, huh? Right, well, I do have the ability to grow my own coffee, so we could make this as a drink, but what I really care about now is the winery. So let's go ahead and place one of these down. Why did I, that one? I don't even know. Sounds like a particular internet reference that I don't even feel comfortable making because it's so stupid. My wife knows what I'm talking about, though. She knows. By which I simply mean that she understands her internet references. God, I don't know if anyone was trying to take that in a different direction. Frick you if so. Honey, I know you're editing this. Am I digging myself in the hole? Probably. Okay, I'll stop now. Anyway, what can we make at the winery? Well, there's the beer I'm looking for. There's also whiskey and Isette, which is a date tea, I guess. Tequila and wine. Oh, yeah, all sounds great. Beer is all I care about. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to use the wheat, though. Only the oats. It'll be oat beer. That's fine. The wheat is going to be made into flour so I can make bread. Or better yet, a good old-fashioned croissant. That's another round of internet references. See? How you do, my fellow kids? I am also cool. Look, I know it's not true, but alright, but like, if you repeat a lie often enough, maybe sometimes it becomes true, okay? That's my new mantra. Anyway, let's get to our clothing factory. So we have silk now, right? Luxury gowns are an option. Not by a lot, mind you. It's gonna be a little difficult to make enough silk for this to be great. But on the plus side, a luxury coat, durability of 500 is only mildly better, actually, than a down jacket. I was kind of hoping to be a bit better than that. It is better with the temperature, and it definitely does make people a little bit happier. This is a relatively minor benefit, if I'm completely honest with you. Well, I've got a couple of clothing factories in town. I'm only going to devote one of these to making luxury coats for the moment. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed. With the amount of work I've had to put into getting all the freaking silkworms fed and happy, I kind of expected a little bit more benefit. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe we can sell a bunch of stuff. Hey, we want to send things to the meow. Let's not forget about that. I want them to like me so I can learn about the power of tofu. Honestly, not something I probably would have expected to hear ever come out of my mouth, if I'm honest with you. Not that tofu's got a problem. Actually, my wife and I have recently been discovering that we really do quite like tofu. If it is cooked correctly, by which I mean fried. By which I don't mean deep fried, just like a nice quick pan sear. You know, just so it retains some of its structure. Then you can toss it in with some rice, some vegetables, a little bit of stir-fry sauce. And it's good. It's really quite good, if done correctly. I don't know, I'm always interested in trying new ways of making delicious food. Those who don't know me, you don't know that I'm actually kind of an aspirant chef. By which I mean I really like the art of cooking. I like the art and I like the rewards. I get to eat all the stuff that I create. It's great. Cooking is one of my favorite things to do. That said, even with all of that being true, I'm flabbergasted with why tofu appears to be so unbearably good. I mean, really though, tofu 150 hunger, 50 happiness, and reduce stress by 30%? I mean, seriously. I never would have expected it to be literally several times better than a croissant. And yet, there we go. You know, sometimes life just throws you a surprise. Speaking of surprises, there's Beasts gonna be arriving soon. Great, more problems for me. Let's get that pharmacy. So we'll build one of these. I can start getting special medicine, and I also can get cotton cloth, though I now need to start refining cotton. Gosh dang it. We've also got the ability to treat airborne diseases now. Goody. Okay, so the odds of people dying from disease are pretty low now, which is great. You know, since we know beasts are on the way, I've got a rough idea where these guys always pop up, right? At least it seems like they always appear like one or two here and then one or two over here. So knowing that's the case, why not just go ahead and build like a couple of watchtowers in this area? Would that be insane? I don't think so. I think that would be incredibly prudent. We'll go ahead and do that in both locations. Although, if I do that up over here... actually, that might mess with the pathing for the bandits. I can't do that over in this direction. That sucks. Have I produced any cotton cloth? Yes. Alright, so now is a good time to get that pharmacy up and running so we can get ourselves the bandages. Then we'll have lanterns, beer, and bandages. Okay, we are actually very close to being able to form my squads again. We've also had a harvest of bamboo. Where is the special thing here somewhere to turn that into something useful? There it is. I didn't think it was under services, but size paper mill. That's what I was looking for. Now that we have bamboo, we might as well process it. Also, did I just see that we got to a faction upgrade? We did! Alright, the primary school. Same function as a regular school. It just looks different, that's it. But tofu. Tofu, tofu, tofu. Alright, let's go ahead and get myself an additional water mill built up, and we are definitely going to experiment with some proper tofu growing. It might be honestly worth getting rid of the garbage salads. Have we been able to create some fodder, by the way? We have created a small amount using some corn and peas. And Lord knows I could use some sort of other alternative use for peas. We've got 60,000 of them. Turns out no one likes to eat their peas. Who would have guessed? Anyway, new watermill is up and running. Mill the tofu. Thank you. And we have our final tech point available. Okay. Quality military supplies. Steel, shields, bows, spears at the smithy. So at the advanced smithy, what would it take for me to make some of this? Oh my gosh, there's way more in here than I thought there was. Holy crud. Right, we need 1 million smithies. Military supplies is basically timber, beer, and iron ore. I wish I knew exactly what this does. Consumed in the army camp to enhance combat attributes. But by how much? That's the question. Whiskey is something people could really use if you want the good stuff. And I'm pretty sure I actually could make whiskey out of malt. We have methods of making malt. That's not a big deal. So, steel, spears, shields, and so on. Unsurprisingly, a lot of steel. And then rope, tools, and so on, huh? Okay. Well, we'll worry about that in a bit, but I do think I need a bunch more smithies. Anyway, beasts. Where be the beasties? Uh-oh. Where be the beasties? Wait, did they figure it out what I was doing? They figured out my plan! They're now both down over Mya! Okay. Well, not the end of the world. I can still deal with this. I got upgraded watchtowers and some extra layers of walls. I wonder if there's definitely something here about, like, their spawn bias is, like, as far away from you as possible. So by placing towers down here, did I just prevent any more beasts from spawning? If so, that's great, because that means I can actually start building in this area without any fear. That would be lovely. Hey, tigers! There's a bunch of buffalo and deer and other vulnerable meat sacks over here. Why don't you go kill those instead? No? Fine, we'll just shoot you the old-fashioned way. And to be fair, this tiger does do a lot of damage. It's destroyed 1 layer of walls. Good thing I got 2 layers of walls. And who said redundancy is a bad thing? Huh? Sometimes it saves your life. What else do I want? Is it worth continuing to focus on the meow so I can get dense farms and orchards and get even more value? I mean, 50% production bonuses and stuff can be quite nice. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea behind this. There's also the Sihehuan. Extra families can be accommodated. Okay, yeah, sure, reduce stress by a lot. The Peking Opera Theater. Yeah, sure, and then there's the Great Palace. You know, that is a fun end goal, by the way. The fact that you can place down, like, effectively wonders. Not bad. Not bad at all. Reputation gained from all factions increased by 100%. Yeah, that is a thing. Sometimes it's worth going for the meow first before you focus on anyone else. Anyway, how are we doing on producing our bandages? It says we have none left. Oh, for God's sake, I just realized we probably are using all of them, aren't we? At our hospitals. No, ban on bandages. You guys are not allowed to bandage yourself, just apply pressure to the wound, it's fine. The only reason I'm making bandages in the first place is so I can get the stupid shields and stuff. That's all I care about. Anyway, bandits are about to attack. Just need to get myself a few people over here and we'll be good to go. Should still be 1 spear bandit and 2 shield bandits. They definitely are getting stronger, right? Like, it's not just me. Like, if they're swapping out spears for shields, they're definitely getting better. I'm a little scared of what happens when the bandits actually get archers. That's one of the reasons I really want to kill them. Like, for science, we could just sort of let it happen, but that just seems like a terrible plan. I'd really rather they all just die, you know? That'd be better. All right, they're all taken care of. Thank you. Anyway, in these advanced smithies, I think we will swap over to quality military supplies. So we'll try that for a bit. And then over here, let's go ahead and start making some of the steel shields that I'm going to need. And I assume we need a lot of them. Actually, since we don't have any whiskey yet, for now, let's just go ahead and start making steel bows instead. There we go. And over in the winery, we have more than enough beer. So for whiskey, yeah, malt. I've got a little bit of malt. Malt is easy. All we had to do over here at this water mill is just go ahead and start manufacturing it from our wheat and our oats. So if I change that around, we can start doing that. I don't know how many military supplies I need per group. But once we can start reforming this and I recoup my stock of bandages, since everyone had to go and get themselves injured and burn through all of it, we'll find out. Do you want to go ahead and start working toward the ability to reinforce some buildings? Do I want to work on some better farms? I don't really need anything anymore is the problem. I guess I'll get sugar refining since I do have the ability to get dates. But we're kind of at a point where I don't need anything else. Everything else is just kind of gratuitous. Fun, but not needed for my survival. Who is consuming my lanterns? I swear to God. I don't understand it. Who's using lanterns? When and where and why? I keep wanting to do things, and then I can't. And you can't ban the use of a lantern. There is got to be something somewhere I'm missing. I don't know if it's one of the mines. I don't think so, though. Maybe people are just taking them. Are people just taking them at night? You know, it gets dark out, they think, hey, look, lanterns, I'll just grab one of those. Maybe. You know one solution around my lantern problem? Just buy a bunch. Sure, it's like 7,000 silver. Sure, that feels like a massive waste. But it also means I can finally just get this done, and I feel like once they're formed, we're probably good to go. Besides, money exists to be spent, right? It's not a big deal. One of my biggest slows downs, though, so I just did an experiment, right? So I ordered all these lanterns. You know what I observed? This poor person had to pick up the lanterns, then run all the way down here just to find an empty warehouse. That's how full of stuff I am right now. Yowzas. Okay, we need to get some actual storage. That is 100% for certain. Let's go ahead and do our squad formation. Oh my God, we're out of bandages. Please don't consume the lanterns, guys. Just don't do it. Oh my God, they did it. They freaking used them. God! Who's using them? Stop it! Also, question, how do I get these guys equipped with their their steel weaponry? How does one do that out of curiosity? Where do I find that option? There's a steel bow right here. Okay, so I think they automatically will try to make use of the highest quality thing available. Okay, that's fine. We've got enough steel bows and stuff to go around for the moment. You know, this wouldn't have been a problem with these bandages, by the way, if this idiot, Gene, had just dropped off another load of some bandages. But no, he sits inside of his office letting his stockpile get nice and high, and he does nothing with them. They just sit there. And if they're not in a warehouse, I can't click on the button. So now we don't have enough lanterns. Frick you. Also, how did I run out of timber? What the heck happened that used up literally all of my timber? Hello? I haven't got the slightest freaking clue. It's an easily solved problem, but I'm very confused. I swear, I need a button that lets me just say, deliver your goods now, please, so I can actually make use of the dang things. Stop sitting around with nothing, all right? Just, you're doing absolutely nothing. Deliver your dang bandages. You made 100 this year, 136 last year. Where are they? God, are people, like, inflating their quotas and their productions and stuff like that, right? Is this freaking communist Russia? I guess it doesn't help that the guy who is the pharmacist lives on the literal opposite end of town. Was there not a single house closer? My anger is starting to pick up, and you can tell. Let's go ahead and just eminent destiny our way to victory here. Just tear down all their homes, start over, reset the population. These little inefficiencies, man, this is what's gonna kill me here. These little inefficiencies, and I mean literally kill me, not just in terms of the game, but I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Oh, finally he delivers. Oh, finally he delivers. Okay. Just order some more lanterns. It's gonna be fine. This is easily solved. Oh, but I have to wait 177 days to make another order. God, I hate this so much. Why? Oh, finally I have enough stuff we can form these formations. Okay, good. Good. So I'm about to have only 2 whole units. Hooray! Not that it's especially useful, but alright. We have our luxury coats, we have our steel shields, we have leather shoes. I guess these guys don't technically need weapons, do they? They're just shieldmen. That's all they do. Right. Cool. So their defense is 1,110, as opposed to an archer that has 600. I mean, that certainly seems pretty good, but I feel like I probably need one of each more of these units before I'm going to be able to destroy the Bandito camp, because they have an attack value of 600. Oh, they have arrows coming next time, though. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with that. I really don't want to deal with that. That sounds terrible. Also, weirdly enough, what do you mean the archers have barely more attack than a freaking shield person? Are you serious? All right, tell you what. I was going to go for more archers. Maybe we can get one more round of shields people, all right? What do you even call them? Shield bearers? I don't even know. I probably knew once upon a time, but my brain's just blanking out on me right now. But yeah, maybe we can get one more round of them. And I don't know if that's enough, but maybe. I've kind of got some doubts, but again, like, maybe. Let's get this final storage boost over here, by the way. So now we have storage centers, which I do not remember if they are... Oh, they are a lot bigger. Right, so, yeah, my infrastructure is not really set up to handle all this, but okay. There's also mountain warehouses, which are a lot smaller, but they would do the job very effectively, now wouldn't they? Of course, to do that, I need a whole bunch of, you guessed it, lanterns. Oh my god. Oh my god, these lanterns are gonna be the death of me, I'm serious, oh my god. I'd also still love to know what has destroyed my wood production. Oh, it's not having enough people here in the forest farms. This is what I'm talking about. You miss one person, right? One person dies, is not replaced. It's easy to overlook. And all of a sudden, we cut our lumber production in half, and I didn't even realize it. There you go. That's part of it. This is why you want to have consistent population growth. Doesn't have to be a lot, just consistent. What would it take to make special medicine, by the way? Medicinal powders and glass bottles. Worth getting. We don't need a ton of this. But the reason you want to get it is because you can go to your hospitals and get an upgrade here, which apparently extends their service. Now again, do I need to extend my service? No, not really. I've intentionally placed my hospitals in a way that all the houses are covered, so it's not very important, but you know, it's a thing you can do. You know something else we could do? We could start getting ourselves some backpacks. This would improve our economy quite a lot. I am making cotton cloth. I don't have an absolute ton to do with the cotton cloth. So if we don't need to be making things like more down jackets, we can go ahead and start making this and boost up everyone's carrying capacity. And how long until we get more cohorts? I'm almost at 4 people trained up. This is slow. I'm sorry to say it, it's just true. Training people up at a barracks is just too slow of a process. And I really don't know why they even taunt me with a second trainee slot right here. Like, this doesn't need to be here. Don't lie to me. Here comes our first round of mountain storage. There we go. All right, so this is literally as good as it ever is going to get. Huge amount of capacity. Plus, new, not policies, edicts, I think, were available. I am curious what we have access to now. Systematic management. Another round of increased capacity for storage, but specifically for the very high centralized versions. Cellar, storage center, mountain warehouse. Kind of expensive. Not something I would benefit from right now. And what is this? Another natural disaster? The weather is changing dramatically. Disaster may occur. But it's not going to tell me what. It's going to be a tornado, isn't it? I'm just waiting for it. It's going to be a tornado. I know it. We all know it. Come on. We all know what's happening here. Oh, no. Even better than that. Hang on. Even better than that. The weather is changing. A beast attack. And then also an animal plague. Sure. I mean, I can't imagine that being a problem or anything. No, it's gonna be fine. Just a year of calamity. The weather has changed from harsh to extreme. What does that mean? Feels fine to me. Is this just signaling effectively climate change sort of a thing? I mean, obviously not in this exact context, but you get the idea. The weather is getting worse, therefore the chance of the worst possible case disasters are now possible? Is that how that works? I actually don't know. That would be interesting if so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some corrals. This is worth it for a lot of different reasons. So now we'll be able to buy some horses and donkeys and raise them here, which we can use and pair with our logistics to get animal power and make everything a lot faster. Or, if we don't really want to get any horses and donkeys, this is still a way of boosting up the yields of raising other animals. What I don't remember is how big they are in comparison to what I have right now. I don't want beast ranches. That's only if you capture a tiger or a bear, which I have not done. Yeah, so these are a little awkward in their sizing. It would have been nice if they were just large enough to perfectly fit within a mill. That would have been ideal. But the developers did not see us deign to do that. So we can still fit 4 pretty well if we try. Yeah, this is not bad. Well, I might want to wait until like after the animal plague, but I'll probably end up tearing down a bunch of these pastures and just resetting this area. And then we'll just get straight out better growth. What would it cost me if I want to get some donkeys? Donkey meat? No, just donkeys by themselves. Thank you. Why is that not even showing up? That costs 31,000 silver each. That's just not right, man. That's just not okay. That's not much different getting a horse. Oh, sad. By the way, the weather passed and it was a false alarm. No changes. That's good. And here come the next round of beasts. All right, and once again, they have all spawned in that area. Okay. I feel like this is kind of like proof positive that by building stuff out over here, we removed a spawn location for the beasts, which seems good. We're about to find out how good my archers actually are as they shoot this thing. Oh, wow. Pretty effective, it turns out. They do a lot of focused fire damage. This is good. Okay. Okay, one more shield camp getting filled up. And there's a level 2 animal plague. Okay. So, looks like all these alpacas are going to die. Oh, no! Oh, wait, no, I thought, oh, God, I thought this is also my alpacas. I was like, are you seriously gonna hit all of my alpacas across the entire... No, we're fine. We're fine, it's just some geese. All right. Geese and alpacas. Also, our herdsmen are sick. But fortunately, they're relatively close to a hospital that should hopefully be able to help them recover from whatever animal flu it is they picked up. So these are now condemned. That's fine. Honestly, we might as well just go ahead and start the slaughter. Just kill them all off, and then we don't have to worry about it. And there's my next shield group. Okay. Question becomes, is this enough with which to assault the bandit camp before they attack me again? And also, God, no, why? Of course, as people have gotten older, they've died, and no one automatically refills these squads. Anger and resent. No, calm, it's okay, calm. I mean, we have been producing quality military and standard military supplies. Everyone is equipped with the best possible weaponry. And I don't know what else to do except for saying, maybe we can make this still work? Maybe. I'm worried I'm going to lose a lot of people. I literally can't make them any stronger than this, though. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking 80,000 HP. 80,000 HP on this bandit camp. I don't see how on earth we're supposed to be able to beat this. Like, we can run in and give it a go, but I'm telling you right now, this doesn't feel like it's going to be very good. All right, we're doing some pretty good work. And I don't know about that, actually. We look pretty good, but no, that was not enough. Okay, I'm going to reload a save here. I just wanted to do this as a test. So what it looks like is we did pretty well. But I need to get myself another round of archers and another round of shields. Okay, yeah, like I said, we'll reload. I didn't think that was going to work, but I had to try it. We wanted to test it. I could just accept the loss, but like, this is all very much new for me. So, all right, we now know I've got to wait even longer. This is unbearably frustrating. It really, really is. I need to get myself another barracks. How's that? We'll get ourselves another barracks so we can train up twice as fast. And what is this, by the way? Reinforcement? I don't care about reinforcement. Nothing that speeds up training? Nothing? No? Okay. In that case, I almost feel like I should just go ahead and disband these groups, because why have them sit here in a shield group when they can't do anything, and then when they die off, they don't automatically refill, you know? So I guess I will. Let's just go ahead and disband for the moment. Does this mean I need to get myself a whole bunch more stuff, including bandages and lanterns and blah blah? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. But it's either that, or I'm just gonna have to do this all later at a less convenient time. Wait, where'd all the reservists go? Hold on, I disbanded you so that you would all go back to the barracks. What happened? Oh, for God's sake. Now I have to train all of them again? I hate this system. I actually don't like it. Now that I play with it for a while, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not just because I'm salty. I am salty. But I actually think this is dumb. It's anti-fun. It's slow. It's so slow and annoying. Fine, I'll build 2 more of these barracks, spreading them out a little bit so we have some people who live close by that can train there and some down over here, and I'll maybe even place a 4th barracks up over here. I don't even care anymore. Like, what do you guys mean you forgot your basic training? Really, though? Why? Well, I've got plenty of population right now, at least. 50 population, to be precise. So we'll start training up really, really quickly. And what's this, by the way? Oh, we've got access to dense things now. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that we actually had gotten to the next faction level with the Meow already. We did indeed. Well, that's nifty. I'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and start placing down some corrals. First, the corrals are getting built up. We're going to go ahead and replace these with some alpacas and stuff. The good news is they often end up being a slightly smaller footprint for far more effective herding. I like having the corrals. They really are great. And we could also start replacing a lot of these fields over here with plantations, which would basically do the exact same thing. Oh, I also did pick up the fishing port. So that's a new thing I could mess with. Fishing port, huh? Yeah, if we wanted to, we could start hunting down the baby seals. I don't think it's a bad idea. So we'll go ahead and place one of those down. I'm sure I'm going to need to get myself some fishing nets or something stupid like that. We'll also go ahead and start placing down some new dense forest farms and stuff using glass and bricks. Why? Oh, they're huge! Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, darn! Otherwise, I was going to say we could go ahead and start growing bamboo a heck of a lot faster now. I could just terraform a lot of this, I suppose. That is an option. It's kind of a cheaty option, but it is an option. There we go. We could place this like so. And I might have barely enough room, actually, for a dense orchard as well. I think I'm literally 1 tile off because of the placement of that warehouse, which I might even consider getting rid of. But that could be a thing. Anyway, why you need bricks and glass for a dense farm, I don't know. But that is, unfortunately, a thing. Also, I guess the dense farm is technically better than a plantation, isn't it? And it's an 8x8, which is actually a fairly convenient size. Huh, we could place these in a lot of places. Whatever, let's go ahead and put the donkey in our corral, because we just ordered one, it arrived. This thing will automatically start reproducing, so we're going to have a few of them. Good, good, thank God. Okay, so that's new stuff. We are making progress, we really are. But I think I'm somewhat understandably frustrated with the military system. But with 3 barracks, it shouldn't take us terribly long to start getting this back up. We're going to have 16 people per barracks. I will form 3 shields and 3 archery squads. That should be enough to deal with the bandit camp. We're going to get attacked maybe 1 or 2 more times before that happens. And admittedly, it's only getting stronger, but it's fine. We're getting there. Gosh dang it, we are getting there. In fact, I have a feeling that the next video is probably going to end up being the finale. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.